This is Fubar Radio, and you are joining us at the brand new Camden Assembly with HalfNoise, aka Zac Farro. How's it going?
Great, how are you?
I am very, very well. We were just having a little chit chat. It's the last night of your tour.
Yeah.
Finishing off in London, Camden Assembly. It's a massive venue. It's really exciting. How's the whole thing been, first off?
Oh man, it's been genuinely incredible. I mean, I had no idea what to expect from the tour. We just booked it. It was like a dream of mine to play with my new band over in the UK, and man, it all came together. Like the first show in Manchester was like a packed room, and I was just so thankful. I didn't know if it would be like 2 people, no one, just the bum outside, a lot of people. I had no idea. And it was just like a bunch of friends. I'd stayed in Manchester before, so it was like an amazing way to kick off the shows. And the show we played before this was in Glasgow, and it was just like people going crazy. It was like, it's been like amazing. And I'm like, I don't have to lie and say, yeah, it was great. And it's like, you can tell that it wasn't good. I mean, like, not every show is like sold out and stuff, but it's like people that are there want to be there. And it's really amazing. I can't wait to come back already.
I guess it's the vibe that is what matters, right? When you get in there and you perform. What do you think of us, the UK audience? How does it compare with the US?
I think they're pretty similar. Like the audiences are really similar when it comes to like a newer band. I think if somebody like my previous band that I played in, that people knew like all the songs already and stuff. So it was like pretty insane from the beginning, you know. So when it's like a new band, people are like, you know, like really just like taking it in and watching. But as we've played, we've like kind of learned the audience a bit more, and it's been really cool. Like people have been getting into it a lot, which is like so great. But I don't blame people also for just kind of taking it in, because they probably haven't seen us play before and heard us even maybe. So they're pretty similar actually. But I would rather tour in the UK any day.
Yes.
I honestly would.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, you did.
Tell me a little bit about your pre-stage ritual. What happens before HalfNoise takes the stage?
We all try to find all the band members, because you never know like where they are. Because as soon as we get done sound checking, like someone's hungry and they've got to eat or the world's gonna end. And so like they're doing now, they're like, are you doing an interview in here? Because like if you are, we can leave because we're starving. It's like, dude, go ahead, man. Like, so eat something, and then we all just cheers a beer or something, go on stage. It's pretty chill. We don't really like chant or anything. Or
I think it's better to be chill than you let out your not chill on stage, right?
Yeah. Well, you know what we have been doing on this tour? We've been, I have this little Bluetooth speaker, and we've been having dance parties. Yeah, so that's been cool. There's a really good playlist, like 60s French pop on Spotify, and chuck that on, and we all just start getting in the mood.
So if you're listening, go out and check that out, because it sounds like a good party starter.
Yeah, it is.
This is a question that a lot of your fans will want to know, and it's kind of a personal question, but what is on your rider?
It's kind of funny, but we showed up to the first show, and there was a bottle of tequila, there was beer, there was chips, there was salsa, there was bread, I think, and water. And I didn't know what it was. And I looked over, and Kara, the lady that was putting on the show, was like, that's yours, love. And I was like, okay, like, who ordered this? She was like, your manager said you might want it. We're like, okay, thanks. So I don't even know what's on our rider, but I guess that. There's some fruit as well.
I think that's very rock star to not even know what's on your rider.
Yeah.
Just turn up and be like, whatever's there, I'll eat it and drink it.
Well, we haven't done that many like headlining tours, so I think that's kind of why. We've always just been like the band that's just thankful, and we still are thankful for like anything, because smaller tours and stuff, you just get like maybe a box of beer or a pizza, which is great.
I mean, I love beer and pizza, so I would be chuffed with that.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm saying like I actually prefer that. I wish it was that.
Just way more chill. Just like what? A
way
pack
more
of beer.
pizza, way more beer. Yeah, you can just we don't need these chips or crisps. We don't need any more tequila. Just beer, pizza, please.
That's the thing. It's like the list gets more elaborate, but realistically, you just want more of the staples.
Yeah,
just loads of pizza,
Yeah.
loads of beer, and that is a content performer.
Yeah, get to that chorus, you know.
So I want to talk a bit about your new video for Sudden Feeling, because I've heard from a little birdie that you are a keen photographer.
Yeah.
And this is shot on 16mm.
Yeah,
it's
is.
a very, very beautiful video.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk a bit about it because
I'd love to talk about it.
You really feel that it's got you behind it, if you know what I mean.
That's great. To be honest, like the Sudden Feeling video was kind of a dream of mine. Was like starting out on this album cycle was to work with one of my good friends that lives in LA, but he's from New Zealand, and he's one of my favorite cinematographers or I don't know what you call it, music video makers. And I just love all his stuff. It's very like stylized, and he shoots everything on film, 35 or 16. And it's really cool because Lomography, which is a film company in this, I think all over, but we met up with them in New York, and they gave me a camera when I was out in LA recording on another album. I was like shooting photos the whole time, and then I started shooting photos while we were on set, and they premiered the video, so everything was like on film. It's really cool, like the photos from behind the scenes and the actual video. So it was really like a really special thing because I wanted to work with him for so long. His name is Sam Kostovsky, and if people haven't seen his videos, they need to, because he's the best today.
They also need to check out Sudden Feeling because it's so beautiful.
Well, they should check that. You could start there.
You could do both. Yeah. So you're killing two birds with one stone there.
Yeah. So yeah, I just let him roll with it. I just knew he was like, a lot of people in music videos get a ton of content and they don't use any of it. I want to get 5 to 10 really good shots and repeat them with the music because it's a really repetitive, really rhythmic song. And I was like, dude, you do what you want. And so I love it. I think I'm really proud of it. And I want to work with him again. So yeah, that's kind of the story behind it.
Yeah, the next track is going to be potentially working again together.
I hope so.
Who knows?
Yeah,
there's quite a big scene for photography and film photography in LA, isn't there? Like a lot of people use film cameras, and we're sort of bringing back that vintage thing. You know, a lot of people are buying vinyls again. It's sort of circling back around. Do you think it's going to get even bigger?
I definitely think you can't replace something physical, you know, and I think that's why people, even when you see a film photo, there's something different to it because it was taken on something physical instead of like just a digital, photo on an iPhone or something. But that also translates with, vinyl. It's like people can pick it up and the picture's bigger than just this tiny little icon on Spotify or, iTunes or whatever. It's like for me at least, you're holding something that's like in your hands, and I don't think that'll ever go away. We watched that movie, Her, last night. Have you seen that?
Yeah, it's
so good. So good. I forgot how good it was. And it's just like, even in that movie, it's like, seems like, even so futuristic and it's so incredible, but there's still nothing like the physical, thing of being like a person. And so I think I don't know how much more I think people are already turned onto it and, doing it. I don't know if it'll get more, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Who knows is the answer.
Yeah, who knows?
The world just keeps revolving and changing all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
We're getting so deep here.
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So back to talking a little bit more about HalfNoise. What's coming up next for you, other than you're going off on a little break after the tour, but what's coming up next?
Yeah, well, I right before this tour, I actually had a crazy year. So in 2016, I finished Sudden Feeling, the album that's out now. And then I got to drum on my old band's record. So I got to play drums on Paramore's 5th album. And then I went into the studio after that. Well, I actually did a tour and then went into the studio and recorded a whole new EP for HalfNoise. So that's going to be coming out. We'll be working on that when we get back from the UK, and then hopefully like be able to jump on some more tours. That's kind of the plan.
Hopefully back to the UK.
Yeah,
please.
that would be amazing.
We would like to have you back.
I would like to play some festivals or something.
Oh yeah. We do good festivals in the UK as well.
Yeah.
We do it hard and we do it a lot.
Oh, I know. I've done a lot of them.
So we hope you come back for the festivals. We're excited to see you. Also, I think this project is really exciting and it's sort of like growing and getting even more exciting as time goes on. So I'm really looking forward to your next EP.
Thank you so much.
I wanted to play a little game with you because I play it on my radio show.
Okay.
It's called Desert Island Dicks.
Okay.
And it's a game where I send you to a desert island, and on that desert island, I'm forcing you to listen to the shittest song you can ever imagine over and over and over again for the rest of your life.
Okay.
So HalfNoise, what would your desert island dick be?
Oh man. The first song that's coming to my head, and I actually really like this song, but if I heard it forever, I'd definitely kill myself, is Hotel California.
Yeah, I think it's also, people don't realise, it's actually a deeply quite depressing song. It's quite like,
Maybe.
there's quite elements of it.
Think about hearing that 3 times in a row, and then hearing that, like...
It's too much.
Because the thing is, you can hear a bad song, but then you might start thinking it's funny. I think the challenge is like one that'll just kind of drive you crazy because it's so catchy.
But that is the perfect desert island dick. That is what desert island dick is.
Okay, then that song.
You've smashed it.
Okay,
That's
great.
very good. Well, thank you so much for coming to join us.
Yeah,
Good luck
thank
with your
you.
show tonight, and we hope you come back to the UK.
Yeah, me too.
Make sure everyone goes out and buys Sudden Feeling ASAP because it's amazing.
Thank you.
And also tonight, we're going to catch you on the next gig. Please.
Yeah.
Desperate for you to come back to the UK.
Great.
Thank you so much. This has been Fubar Radio. I've been Harriet Rose.